After 4 days to reset and refocus, the Bulls finally stopped the bleeding, snapping a 7-game losing streak with a tight win over the Hornets. It was not a perfect performance, but it was a much-needed reminder that effort, depth, and basic execution still matter. Injuries may not excuse the lifeless stretches during the skid, but getting bodies back clearly changed the energy. With Trey Jones, Jalen Smith, and Isaac Okoro returning, the rotation finally looked functional again. Even without Ayo Dosunmu and Kevin Huerter, the Bulls had enough depth to compete, defend with more intensity, and survive late-game pressure. That stability showed throughout the night. Josh Giddey once again set the tone, flirting with a triple-double while controlling the pace. He scored efficiently, moved the ball, and kept teammates involved, finishing with a stat line that reflected his all-around impact. Patrick Williams followed with his most active showing of the season, attacking the glass, cutting decisively, and knocking down shots with confidence. It was the kind of performance fans have been waiting to see, even if questions still linger about long-term consistency. Nikola Vucevic had moments where he looked effective, but his absence late in the game raised eyebrows. Instead, Zach Collins stepped in and made the most of his opportunity, scoring efficiently, rebounding with purpose, and stretching the floor just enough to keep Charlotte honest. His chemistry with Smith opened the door for Billy Donovan to experiment. The double-big lineup made its appearance, and while it was far from flawless, it worked in short bursts. The Bulls used it to change momentum, crash the boards, and erase a double-digit deficit. Both bigs knocked down shots from deep, which helped the offense breathe. Still, the spacing and tempo issues were obvious, reinforcing how thin the margins remain with this roster. The bench was another positive. Earlier in the season, Chicago's second unit was a strength, and that advantage returned once the rotation stabilized. Energy, hustle, and timely scoring helped keep the Bulls afloat when starters rested. Defensively, however, the concerns remain. The Bulls struggled to contain dribble penetration and had no answers for hot shooters. While this win required effort and execution, it did not erase the larger issue of a defense that leaks points far too easily. There were bright spots beyond the box score. Mattis Buzelis continues to look more comfortable, especially when used on the wing, where his size and skill create mismatches. His development is something worth watching closely. The losing streak is over, but the bigger picture remains unchanged. This win was a step forward, not a solution. The Bulls showed fight, depth, and pride, yet meaningful improvement still requires deeper change. Up next, they get another chance to respond, facing the Pelicans and testing whether this performance was a turning point or simply a brief pause in a long season.